All right. Welcome everyone. I know the music changed real bad from like real serious, real like chill out music. Everyone's kind of chilling out. Welcome today on April 21st, the day after Easter. Hope everyone had a good little holiday. Welcome again to Moviecrew17 The Lounge. We have an awesome one for everyone this evening. Again, if I don't look like I'm looking at you, I'm looking actually at my one screen because I have another external camera. But besides the fact, it's going to be an awesome night this evening. All right, here we go. We got a bunch of people who are tuning in already. Wow. All right. So, as everyone knows, tonight we have a good one. We are back with, of course, Lillian, and we are also with a returning cast member, SYDNEE author, and we have a new one for you, and we will introduce her shortly, and her character in the Red Huntress, where she gets introduced in episode 4 and on. I would introduce everyone very shortly. But, of course, hope everyone's enjoying their day. Please don't forget to share it. Take the time to share the link. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your cats, tell your dogs, tell your pets that we are live. And we're going to have a good one this night. So first, I want to introduce my co-host, as always, Lillian Lamar.
Hello, everyone.
How are you doing, Lillian?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing good. And let's see, he said hello to your puppy. Yeah, Ace is sleeping. Hey, Ace. Hey, buddy. Well, she's sleeping. So, how are you doing, Lillian? How's your day been going?
So far, so good. I'm just, I got my little finger things on to take off some nail polish gel. I'm trying these out, so I'll update you guys later on in the thing.
Oh, you guys see it? She's just pulling it like, ah! Can't get it out. Something like that.
Yeah, they get it on.
She's gonna fight.
You gotta make my character have these fingers.
Little squeak. We'll just have you when you type something squeak.
Yeah.
So tonight's a good one. We also introducing into our group this evening. You know her because her eyeball got ripped out, and I see that she's in the back right now, dancing in the back room. So let's introduce SYDNEE, author. There she goes.
Yeah.
There you go. She's enjoying.
Hey guys.
Yes.
This is a groovy tune.
I know, right? Like, this is awesome. I told you went from serious to like suspense to like lounge and chill, and I'm like, all right.
You always pick good music for this.
I have to. You got to keep it. It's the lounge, like, what it is. And SYDNEE, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing awesome, and if you don't recognize me, it's me.
Actually, it was the other eye. Get that correct. I'm kidding.
No, it was this one because I can't see out of this one. You guys made me blind, so it's okay.
It's okay. It's all right. And last but not least, she is a new member to our cast. She is dancing and doing the head bob I can see in the background. She just gave a 2-piece signs up. Let's introduce Amber Brooke.
Hi, everybody.
Woohoo!
What's happening?
Everybody this is going to be a fun night. The last time I had the whole screen filled up was when we did our game show, which I'm thinking about bringing that back. I think that was a fun thing. I found the Wheel of Fortune version of it now. I know we got.
I'm like Rain Man with Wheel of Fortune. You guys don't want to play with me.
Wheel of Fortune. I'll just be Pat Sajak. Is that his name? Or no. It's not Pat Sajak now. It's
Ryan Seacrest is on now.
Yeah. Now is Vanna White still doing it?
Yes.
Yeah, she is.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Wow.
She looks fantastic.
Wow. Yeah.
She takes great care of herself.
All right, so we got Mortimer.
Mortimer Deadfellow.
We also have the Red Huntress herself, Sammy, tuning in.
Yay!
Hello, Sammy. And we have Nikita. Good evening, everyone from Kansas. Yes. So tonight's going to be an awesome one. So everyone knows everyone except for Amber, the person right here. Hold on. Let me go.
I knew.
Right there. Yeah, let's give her the moment. Besides her, she's. I always love doing that because they're like, "What?" It's like you're doing just fine, and then you're just like, "Whoa, hey, what you doing?" So, if only there was like an extra zoom in like button I can do where it gets really close, that would be funny. But I wouldn't do that. So tonight is awesome. We are all here because we're gonna talk about the Red Huntress. I know everyone's been asking what's going on and how long and why long is it taking so long. I don't know if that even makes any sense. But at the end of the day, it's where's the next episode? Well, everyone, we're still finishing up episode 3. But I would say after the last filming, if you're on my last podcast when Lillian was watching me literally die on camera because I was so tired, and I've never seen so many bags up to my cheeks because I only had 2 hours of sleep for a whole weekend. So it's going to be a fun one. Episode 3 is wrapping up. I think this weekend we're doing a few more scenes that we have to do. And we have to do the werewolf transformation scene this week because we're adding more to it. So yes, we're going to show some back ripping, some bone popping, leg extension, and hair growing out from Clifton's body. So it's going to be really cool. And the best part is it's all practical effects. No CGI.
That's amazing.
Amber, you're gonna see it. You're gonna be there.
I know, I'm gonna be there.
It's gonna be here this week. It's gonna be awesome. So I know that's gonna be a fun time, but I won't show anything yet because that's werewolf stuff. So werewolf stuff are like confidential to us because we want to show it during the reveal, so we don't want to say anything. So that's perfect. All right, Amber, let's talk about Amber this evening because everyone knows all of us, right? So let's talk about Amber. So Amber, who are you? What are you? Why are you here? I'm kidding.
Who are you? What are you?
What am I? I'm alien, maybe?
Okay. You know what? Fun fact. I did watch the movie Alien last night for the first time. The first time I seen Alien. Not Alien, but Alien. And
I've never seen it.
The one you haven't seen? Oh, trust me. I'm
hiding because it's embarrassing. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it till yesterday, just the second movie. But I learned a lot of how I can do Amber's character from that. So it's going to be really cool. So, Summer, welcome. Hello.
Yay!
Hello. What did you say? Keith, stop. You're giving too much great practical effects. LOL, I love it. Thank you. Oh, wait till you see the new miniatures I've been building. Like, I haven't told anyone that, but I'm telling you, these miniatures are about what is it? I think they're like 3 feet tall now. They're like this big, like that wide. Like literally 4 buildings take up my whole garage now. I'm just like, I need to go get a storage area for this. We have Samir. Amber's amazing. So, before we start and talk about Amber, well, no, let's talk about Amber first. Go ahead, Amber. Let's see. All right, let's start it. So, what got you into acting?
I just always wanted to act since I was a kid. Like, I used to jump around on my bed, like pretending like I was accepting my award. And the Emmy goes to, oh, thank you. I'd like to thank the Academy. Oh, wait, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. I was like, wait, Emmys? Isn't that music?
Yeah, and then I auditioned for Vengeance 2, and that was that.
Nice. Now she's with the Red Huntress, right? Like, I think I've been doing good as a what you call it, the general manager, just getting people like, hey, I need you. So we have some amazing new cast coming on for the Red Huntress. I am excited. We got Amber, we have Saint Hart, we have Joey Mann, we have Mark Haynes. We have a lot of awesome people coming on set, and it's going to be awesome. Awesome for it. So real quick, before we get into more details of the Red Huntress, let me just let everybody know that don't forget we got 19 days left in our Indiegogo. So we have 45%. So make sure you guys go and get a perk. They're awesome. Except for Amber's. Amber's got hers bought already. So I don't, you guys missed out on that. I'm sorry. But it doesn't mean you can get some awesome perks because we'll be talking about Amber blasting people later on.
That's hilarious.
We have some new perks. I know some people have asked me to explain what the hell is this Lieutenant Commander Private. So in the underground, when we will introduce them, they are a kick-ass team led by Joey Mann, who plays Johnny, Commander Johnny, and he is leading a team of soldiers who hide amongst the people, and they basically go out, find the cults, and they fight them. So we have these perks are based on your rank that you get. So we have private. I think sergeant first class was just got. There's lieutenant, and then it goes to captain, and then goes to commander. You will be getting these really cool patches that we are getting custom made for them, and you get to keep them. And I believe if you are a captain, that's correct. You also get a prop service revolver that you get to keep for yourself with
that's badass.
With your holster, and it comes in with a nice little like certificate from the Red Huntress signed by all of us. So who doesn't want that? And then in the commander, it's the same thing, but there's some cool stuff. And for the first time, yes, I didn't want to do it at first, but we are giving away we're giving away a cast sign script with it for that episode. Yes, I know. People are like, go ahead and do it, but I'm like, I'm not going to do it. But I guess people want to do it, so we need to get that 4,000, everyone. We need to get there. So go ahead and tell your friends and look at the perks that we have. We're going to release more. So stay tuned for that. But like I said, we got 19 days to go. Let's get our goal and we'll go on. If we get halfway before the weekend, I'll have a surprise for everyone for a proof of concept for episode 4. And Amber, you're going to be in it too.
Is my perk open right now, Keith?
It's not because we transferred out from. So we had 2 Indiegogo. So the first one we did with episode 1, 2, 3, and then it got really like complex with me. So I was like, I'm gonna make another one with episode 4. So I will drop another one for SYDNEE again over here. And SYDNEE, I will talk to you about a cool perk for you. Your character is more involved, so it's going to be cool. So we'll talk more about that one because I want to do a cool one. So let's see. All right. So okay, that's enough of me blabbing. There we go. See, Lillian's trying to really try hard getting that thing out.
It didn't come off. The nails.
I would do a refund.
Yeah.
Oh no. Shame.
Well, you're supposed to scrape it afterwards, but
let's see. Zamir said, "Can't wait to see everyone on set again. It's going to be great." Last time Zamir was on set for episode 3, he left. I think you left about like 10 o'clock at night, and we didn't leave set until 2 in the morning because I was like, me and Clifton had to finish up a few scenes, and that was the longest night ever. But it was worth it. Lizzie, welcome. I don't know if you meant to say something, but it's left blank. That's okay. So what is episode 4 going to talk about? That's the number one question. Episode 4, we are bringing a lot more heat to the story. It is almost our midway point to our mid-season, and it's just going to get better. We are going to get more bloodier, more violent, and I see Amber in the back just like yes, more
bloody,
more violent.
We did it at the same time. We're like, yeah.
The monsters are going, and I got your hat too, Zamir, don't worry, I got that. And the monsters are going to get better, like Amber's character. So a little update on Amber's character going on. Her character's name is Susie, and this is just constant. And where did the music go? Oh man,
it's dramatic effect.
I know, right?
Right.
There you go. Okay,
there we go.
Okay, this is okay, I guess. Okay. I mean, they should have a horror thing in here, but
Yeah.
okay. So
That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop.
oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna have to deal with that. So basically, I can't stop. Oh my gosh, take me back to the days. Wow. Her character name is Susie, and she is a half spider, half human. So basically, she's kind of like the spider would be the Black Widow. And she basically was being used by the Witch Sisters, kidnapped from her family, as she was kidnapped at a young age from her family, and was used as like kind of like a testing for new witches. And she was basically like the practice dummy. So they ended up not needing her. They got rid of her, and she had these powers of a spider because that's what they were trying to make her. And that's why we called the perk arachnophobia, because we need to start poking at people's phobia with the Red Huntress. If you want to, who doesn't like... I'm not a fan of spiders, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if any one of you guys are. Do you guys like spiders? No.
I do. I don't mind.
You don't mind them?
I don't mind them. They don't bother me. I don't bother them. They,
I saw...
eat all the mosquitoes and
I don't know. Spiders, just especially the big, thick, hairy ones. I don't like those. Like,
we have them in the basement. The wolf spiders.
Yeah, aren't they? No, they're not. Are they? Are those venomous or the? No. Okay.
No.
Still, they're just... I know the brown recluse is what you need to stay away from.
Those are bad.
Brown recluse and black widows.
Yeah, there you go. Stay away from Amber, everyone.
Stay away from me.
Yeah, stay away from her.
You'll get blasted.
So okay, let's talk about what we mean by blasted. So for her character, fun fact, so when we did her character, I actually got the concept from a Japanese folklore called Jorogumo. And I think I said that wrong. I definitely said that wrong. But basically, I'm going to read it real quick, everyone. In some stories, this venom gives the monster the ability to shapeshift. The Jorogumo is said to spin silk strong enough to capture a man in her web, and she can control other spiders. Let me see if I can read what this is about. It's very long. Okay, I am... Okay, yeah, that's too long. Basically what it does, it goes out and it lures the males. It lures anything that she wants to lure, and brings them to them. So in this situation, Amber, in our perk that's called arachnophobia, when she gets introduced at episode 4, she basically finds a guy, and the guy is very drunk, and he's like out of it, and Amber uses her charm to get him to come with me back to my cave. You know what I mean? Come with me. And basically they're walking through the woods, and that's when he starts getting very, very drunk because she makes him drink more. And before you know it, Amber unbuttons her shirt to show her belly button, where there is I'm not going to tell you what it is because everyone's going to see it soon. But let's just say there are some really nasty tentacles coming out from her belly button. And it shoots out a goo that will solidate and freeze. Yeah, not...
I'm too immature for this discussion.
You heard our conversation about it.
As our conversation earlier. Yeah, I should, I'll explain that. I'll explain that. Why not, right? So originally... I was thinking to myself, okay, so we need to figure out how we're going to make the web come out of her, right? So, at first we were like, there's an anime that talks about a spider lady, and the web comes out from, between her legs. So I was like, yeah, no, that's not going to work like that. So, we were just on backstage just earlier talking about, what if it came out from her butt? You know what I mean? I hope she didn't have Taco Bell because it would turn out like a little bit brown. You know what I mean? And every time she would shoot it, it'll have like a little sound to it or something like
Don't want that.
He's like, you don't want that. He's like, just leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want that. Okay, let me go into the chat. I am sorry, everyone. Okay, let me start up. Blah blah blah. There we go. I'm sorry. Okay, Mortimer. We got Wicked Design. Thank you. It's not my design. I actually took it from the internet, so it's not me who owns that. I don't own all these drawings. We have Lydia joining in. How are you? She's playing as our gargoyle. Get her perk, guys. Get it. Don't you want to get killed by Lydia? She takes your heart and eats it too. So it's really cool. Come on. All right. So we have Don Will 24U Daddy Long Leg Spiders are okay. Okay, going back to our conversation. Yeah, they don't bother me. It's the thick ones that bother me. That's the thick ones. Mortimer, is she a type of yokai? Yes, exactly. Hit the nail on the head. That's what it is. Clifton, our werewolf. Yeah. Hello, Clifton. How are you doing? And let's see. Samir says we're all grown here. Yeah, we try. We try.
Do we?
Sometimes. So this is a concept that we have for her. So basically, when she shoots out this goo from her belly button, it kind of freezes up on the person to kind of give them like a standstill motion where they can't move. And then she gets on top of them, and then she basically starts webbing them into a what do you call them? Not a web, but what's the term called when they wrap their
kind of like a cocoon.
Cocoon, yeah, a really slimy cocoon with webs. So right now I am building like this contraption. Hopefully it works. We'll know this weekend if it works or not. Hopefully it will work this weekend. Of having goo, like kind of like a slime substance, mixed with silly string, mixed with mixed with the so you know how in Halloween you can go and get your mesh, like it's like those things you put on the bushes and you can cut around. So I was thinking about getting that, but I'm like, nah. So I went ahead out and got like this gauze, like this like large gauze, and I'm gonna dip it into the slime. And it's going to be shot from a CO2 canister that's going to be hidden, of course, camera tricks, camera magic. It's just going to wrap around the person and just kind of make them, solidate. And then that's when Amber. That's when Amber starts to basically go through her transformation, where we're building a whole, we'll call it the spider butt, because I don't know what the correct term is called.
Spider booty.
The spider booty. Yeah, spider booty.
Spider booty.
Does whatever a spider booty does. Can it fart with some web? Maybe it can. Who knows about that?
You need to make a video of us doing this.
Yeah. Spider booty.
In the costume.
Woohoo! So, let's see. Mortimer to a end, kinda a tragic figure, very, very interesting. Thank you. So this is what I have right now for it. It was actually this is like a one of a kind design, because there is no cosplay, no nothing, no ideas that is out there that anyone has ever built, like a spider centaur, I guess that's what you call them, a centaur. So we're making the legs out of PVC. That's a bucket, and then I had wireframe with insulation foam, and of course now it's shaved down and everything like that, so it has more of the shape. And so if you see on the front, that's going to attach to Amber, and she's going to have the legs made out of PVC come out, and she's going to crawl, and her hands are going to be like what do you call, I don't know what the term of the legs, the arms of the spider, but each of her fingernails or not nails, but her fingers are going to be really long and sharp. So when she comes at you, she can just kind of pick you and just, there you go, just kind of grab you like that. So, and it's going to be really cool. So that's going to be super fun and in all different ways. And we're going to be introducing her character at the end of episode 4. So that's going to be a nice, cool start. Fingers crossed everything goes well. And on top of that, if we do get halfway of our goal before this weekend, I will make a monster concept video with Amber, with everything, because Sammy's going to be out on set with us this weekend. So we're going to do a little something special, and we're going to post it up there about Amber and her new character. But that's if we get to the $2,000. Okay, so I suck at math. How much is that? 160 to go? No, 170, right? 1830.
Yeah,
170. Look at me, I suck at math too. 170. So get that goal, everyone.
Come on, everybody. You can do it.
Yeah, you can do it. We can do it, guys. We can do it. Let me go ahead real quick and drop that into the description. I do not have notes on here. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I don't have notes on here. Wow. Okay, well, I'll drop that into the description shortly. Actually, I can do that now. So, all right. So that's enough of my chit chat. Let's talk a little bit about. Okay, so that's a little bit about the Red Huntress. A little bit. I know there are some things people are asking me about my Facebook because I've been. They're like, "Oh, why did you unfriend me?" People, I guess, were asking why I unfriended. Nothing bad. I'm not unfriending anybody because of anything bad. I just am separating family, friends, and work. So, and I wanted to talk about it, and I think it will be a great time to talk about it with everyone here in the chat, because I know right now there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of stress going on in the film and independent film industry, and like I want everyone to know that just remember to always support each other. Go out, share everyone's work. It doesn't hurt by sharing other people's work. You know what I mean? Because I think in this industry that we are in right now, it's too much of I'm competing against you because I'm just better than you and I want my work to get higher. But it doesn't work like that. You got to make the connections. You got to make the networking. You're no bigger than the person next to you doing that film. Until you are worth like $2.7 billion or whatever, I feel like that everyone should still share and promote each other's work. And that's where I want to start off with our little conversation tonight, is about that, because I know a lot of people are out there. It's summertime. Everyone's starting up their new projects. They want to do it, but I had people message me saying that they are so afraid to do their project because they're worried about backlash from other directors, other people, because they're too low. Their Indiegogo sucks. They don't have good content. Their story's garbage. And I said, you can't, well, I'll ask around everyone how they feel about that, and how to those people, I don't want to say names who brought that up because they did ask me if I can bring that up in the discussion. And I know they're tuning in right now. So I just won't say. So how would you guys approach that situation with that? So anyone can start. Oh, let's start with Amber, because she's new to the group. So Amber, we'll hit you first.
I completely agree with you. This is a huge community and we need to support each other. Supporting somebody else is not going to ruin your stuff. It's actually probably going to help your stuff, to be honest. But if somebody's talking down on you, can I swear?
Yeah, go free at it.
Just fuck it. Just chuck it in the fuck it bucket and move on, okay? Because end of the day, their opinion is their opinion. It's not yours. So do what you want to do. It's your dream. Just keep going. There's going to be haters everywhere you go. Ignore them. Just keep doing you, boo.
All right, SYDNEE, let's have you go next.
Yep, I agree completely. Like Mortimer said in the comments, one of the things I say all the time is that when the tide comes in, all ships rise. We need to all support each other, and there's always going to be somebody that's drilling a hole in your boat. Kick them out the side. Success is not pie. Just because somebody else is successful doesn't mean that you can't be too. And we need to all be there for each other. Can I plug my book? Is that okay?
Go ahead. It's open.
So in my book, Everything I Need to Know, I learned in Go-Go.
Wait, hold on. Say that again and go ahead.
Everything I Need to Know, I learned in Go-Go. How a preacher's daughter pole danced her way to finding her true self. One of the stories that I share is my dad, who's a minister, at the Christmas Eve service would get up and light a candle. From that candle, he would light 2 other candles, and they would go out and light everyone else's candle. That did nothing to the flame on his, but it illuminated the entire room. And that's why if you go to my Facebook, I'm sharing everybody's stuff. I want to help everybody because that raises the vibration, it raises the tide, and everybody's ship is going to rise. And there's enough success for everybody. When you start hoarding it like you're freaking Gollum with the precious, you're going to wind up looking like that because jealousy is ugly and it starts looking on your face. So just keep that in mind.
All right, Lillian.
Well, one thing I beyond the spiritual things that were put forth, I would say it makes no sense to try and tear down of somebody that's a perceived competitor, just logically thinking, because you don't know if you're going to work with them in the future. You don't know, you want to be on good terms with everybody that you can, because you don't know if there's going to be an opportunity to work with them, that they might hire you for something or whatnot. Like, I just don't see the logic. And even if you view it, this person's in competition, like, it makes no sense to go after them and spread rumors or whatever, because it's going to come back on you anyways. But I concur with Amber and SYDNEE as far as, like, you want to send out positive vibes. Anybody that asks me for, like, do you have advice on whatever it is, I don't ever think, even if they could be a potential competitor, it's like, I just look at it like, I want to help you because I wish somebody was there for me at the beginning doing whatever it is. It's just like my instinct, like, I'll help you, even though, like, it might be a competitor. It's like, you're asking me for help and I don't want to see you struggle. So it's just an outlook. I don't see it as like a threat. I just see it as somebody that, I want to make as many alliances as possible, especially in this industry, because it's not what you know, it's who you know anyways. So, like, why make a enemy?
Right.
That's just the way I look
At
at
the
it.
end of the day, like, and not to cut you off, Keith, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
But I've always, like, because I've had people do some horrible things to me. And to me, that's their karma. Like, I'm going to be as good as I can be instead of being as bad as they are. Because maybe they're going through something. You don't know what anybody's going through, too. So maybe being kind to somebody who's being unkind to you might help them, and then ships are rising. Because I will always be civil and professional and whatever, because like you said, you don't know who you're going to see in your next chapter too, and you don't want to be like, so, and you don't want to get the reputation of being somebody that's hard to work with or a diva or
exactly. And it's such a I've been working in this industry for a while, and it's like I run into a lot of the same people. There are new people, like, let's say Amber. Well, I didn't know SYDNEE or Amber before this project. So
yeah,
I'm new.
Like a year.
But I mean, yeah, but I run into a lot of the same faces, and it's like, why wouldn't you want to be on good terms with people? Because it just makes it just bad to be on another set. So even if you're like, I don't like this person on this set, it's not worth it. It's not worth the drama, and you're going to probably meet that person again on another set.
It's LOL. Amber, chuck it and fuck it bucket was brilliant. Here, you gotta make a T-shirt out of that. You gotta go get a T-shirt.
It's true. Yeah, I say that, and I love that saying.
Awesome.
I can recommend the one that made my cranberry gumbo.
No, we're not getting into that.
I got that T-shirt upstairs.
Don said, there are always someone that are jealous of your hard work and success. I always think if people are jealous, right? If people are upset at what you're doing, it means you're doing something right. for the most case. Because why will someone get so angry, you know, or just jealous of somebody else because they're not doing anything? You know what I mean? Like I always tell people, like if some okay, Indiegogo for example, right? I always tell people, who cares how much money you raise on your Indiegogo? I mean, you got to care. But the most important part is your story. It's your drive. If you don't have the drive, you don't have the story, you're not going to get the money. And I think it was James Cameron who has said, or Steven Spielberg, one of the two, he says, I don't care about the money because it comes already with my projects. The more successful I am with my projects, the money just comes along with it. And that's how it always works. And even now it's a tight economy. It's hard for people to donate. $50 could be somebody's car payment or their last meal for their next paycheck. So I always tell people, don't you never know, like you said, Sydney, what someone else is going through. So this filmmaking should be a getaway. I feel like it should be a getaway. It's our way of, that's why they call it entertainment, away from their job. When I'm stressed, I would turn on the TV and watch something. Why? Because it gets me out of that zone. And as actors, we act because we want to portray other people. That's what we want to do. We love portraying other people. We want to see how we are in this person's life or in this world, in this world that's created for us that we go after. But when you start talking crap about people and just going out there and just bashing people, especially all the new artists, people come up to me and they say, Keith, how do you do your miniatures? Can you give me advice? And I said, I have no issue telling them how I do it. Why? Because at the end of the day, I want you to succeed, as what you said, Lillian. I did not go to school for any of this. I had to learn this all from YouTube. I learned all this from scratch, right? I have not been on any big sets. I have not worked on a lot of sets. The only sets I have was with my friends as a kid, taking our little Nokia phones and filming it and putting it on YouTube, and that's the most that I got off from a set. The rest I learned from YouTube. And without YouTube, I couldn't have gotten where I was. Same thing with the next person. If I have the opportunity to give somebody the advice that they need to learn how to make a werewolf costume, to learn how to save money, you never know if that project's going to get bigger than yours, and you want to be on that person's good gracious. Because I've seen people who were bullied, they didn't go anywhere. How many professional actors and directors always say, I remember when I was bullied at that time, and now they're all trying to be my best friends and make it up for it. You never know who you're going to encounter, because let's say, I don't know, Amber, let's say your film gets really popular, right? And I had bad blood with you over something stupid, right? Now you're like, whatever, I don't need this person anymore in my life. Who cares? And I just broke away and I shot myself in the foot, because now she's higher than me. She can go in and say, well, I don't like working with this guy because X, Y, and Z. Now you just ruined your whole chances, let me see. What do you say? I'm sorry. But Keith, you share your knowledge. You have you have gained freely to help the next one in line. Yeah, because it's about helping the next person up. I'm happy to share any awesome projects exactly like this one. I'm hooked. I'm booked or hooked? Probably booked. So yeah, I mean, you can't be a bummer, man. We're in it together. We're all in it together. No one is higher than anyone else. And if you feel like that, I don't think this is the right industry for you. Because you're not going to go anywhere. That's how it is.
There's always something, no matter what level you are. I feel like there's always something you could learn from somebody else. I mean, it doesn't matter how many films I do. I'm always like, wow, I didn't know that, or I learned something, and you grow with your group. I consider like all the film people that I work with like my film family, because we're all like creative souls. We're all trying to express ourselves in some way. And plus, just like a side note too, is that I'm a person that's very self-critical, and I'm a people pleaser. So, everybody feels offended if somebody critiques their work, or critiques them on film or whatever. But it's been a really hard thing for me to try not to like. It's so easy to focus on just the negative comment. You could have 100 other like, oh, that was great, or you look beautiful, or whatever, and then one negative one, oh, your nose is or whatever, and it's like that's all you're gonna focus on. And there's always, no matter what, like you even see like top level films, like, you know, ones that like have this huge budget, they've got all these stars, all this experience, and you still get people like disliking the film,
Yeah.
criticize. So I've learned that no matter, you know, whatever production level you're at, it doesn't matter, because there's always going to be somebody that comes up for whatever reason. You know, maybe it's a legitimate critique that they find, or maybe they're just being nasty, and you're not going to please everybody. And it's just, it's a hard thing to learn, because it's just your instinct is like, oh, why did they say that about me, or why did they say that about, you know, this thing I made or did. And it's just, it's hard, but you got to just realize it happens to the top of the top people
And
all
that's
the time.
why when
So
I published my book, I knew, I'm like, it's not for everybody, and that's okay. So what I told myself is, when I get my
Right.
first hater, I'm going to go get some nachos, because I'm a nacho whore. I love my nachos. So I'm like, I was waiting for it. It was like when you buy a new car and that first dent, and it's just like, oh, but now it's out of the way, you know? So I made a whole big post about the first person that made a nasty comment about my book, and I celebrated it, because I was like, I'm going to flip the script, and I'm taking the power away from that negativity. And I'm going to say, that means I made it, because it's not just everybody that I know that likes it because they're my friend, or, you know, like, and it's fucking awesome. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. But I was just like waiting for that one negative thing, and I'm like, no, I'm going to make that my, you know, my like, what is that, like my mile marker that I'm on the right path. And so I'm trying to like change that, because it hurts, man. And I'm the same way you are, and I take everything to heart. So when somebody's like, that sucks, I'm like, I suck. And it's like, no, they meant that thing sucks, not me, you know. So
right. And but there's always, it's like there's always like trolls that are just looking to like stir up some shit, you know. And
bored.
Picture them like Schmegel. Yeah. Like I said, they're just jealous. They're like, and so when you picture them with the 3 hairs on their head on their keyboard, it's like, you know what? Yeah. I'm not you. So it's okay, because it could be worse. I could be you, and I'm not. And you probably have stinky feet, and you're miserable. So.
And it probably smells like nacho Doritos. Okay.
Don't make not nachos. Don't make fun of nachos.
You smirching sticky nachos.
There was a bowling alley that I used to go to, and we never went there again, because we walked in there. It smelled like feet and Doritos, and it was not the freaking nacho. It was no, not that. That was an amazing place.
Go smell Ace's feet right now. I bet you Ace's feet smell like Doritos, because doggy feet smell like Doritos.
Actually, no. Ace is indulged in the finest sense.
Oh, so are my dogs, and their feet smell like nachos. It's just doggy feet. They can't help it.
But yeah, wow. The number one thing that I always know too is when people say you need money to run a film. That's true. But I learned throughout the years, money loses creativity. Why? Because when you have money, you can do whatever you want, when you want, at that given moment. When you don't have money, you need to start using your brain and creative ways that other people have never thought of to do it at a very cheap rate. If I gave you $20, I said, this is your budget, what can you do with it? A lot of people look, this is a joke. What am I going to do with this? And some other people will be like, I got you. Let's see what we can do. And that's what you need to have. So never go out there thinking you need the money. And when you do your project, do it because you love your project, not because you're trying to get money out of it. When we raise money for Indiegogo, we never, ever look at money going back into pockets. It only goes into the production, camera, equipment, story, getting actors out here. That's where we focus on. As a director, you should be the last one thinking of getting paid. Always works like everything goes into your project first. Take care of the people who are helping you. Take care of your project. Take care of your fans. And I'm telling you, later on, it's going to come back and you're going to get it in tenfold even better. So that's how I think about it. Let me see. Let me go on. I know people have been going through here. Some people, Zamir said, some people are jealous of other people because they're not getting what the other person get. I know a person who just got in the business and wants to get paid after one short and have perks made. Continuation, part two. For them, and they haven't really worked for it yet. So, that's another big thing with indie. Like, I don't know how to get into that. There are just some people you're going to run into who don't do filming because they love filming. It's just going to be there. There's always that people. There are people who are dedicated, who are going to work their time. The ones who you know are the ones who you call and can say, listen, I only got this much in my budget. Can you work with it? Sometimes they realistically can't because they have to pay for bills. They have other stuff. And some people are like, yeah, let's do it. I really love it. You know what I mean? But the people you got to watch out for are the ones who always are looking for themselves. So am I going to get this? What am I getting out of it at the end of it if I do this? I always say most of those people are not in it. You know what I mean? For it. Especially if they don't have like a big like real or like have experiences what they want. You should never go in here as an independent filmmaker off the back thinking you're going to get paid the $1,000 bucks, like, because it's not going to happen. There's always somebody else who will take that position from you, who wants that experience, and you never know. As I said, filming's a gamble. So today it might just be a script and a story you put out. Tomorrow it might be the next Hollywood feature. You never know. It can happen. Let's see. I'm running through these. Mortimer. Is that how you say it? Mortimer?
Mortimer.
Mortimer. Okay. It sounds like something like Rick and Morty. Mortimer. Like, I've been into Rick and Morty. Paying your dues versus paying your dues. I sound like Mike Tyson. Holy cow! Paying your dues with respect and paying your dues with respect and hard work will always be the sweetest victories. Absolutely, I agree. All right, so we have Candy. Welcome. Yes, the first English. All right.
Thanks, Candy. That's my girl.
Nice.
She's a longtime friend and also a very creative person. She's like does all these really cool crafts and dresses and food, and she does film stuff too. So she's amazing.
Gotta be just, I don't know. I just feel like money just destroys a lot of things. I really do in the film industry. You lose everything. It's a different story when you're doing it because you love it versus, I mean, you go to your job every day. I mean, how many of us actually truly love our jobs? You know, like see there. You like your job, SYDNEE?
I do.
Okay, so
but I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I found something that I do.
Right.
So,
and it's very hard. Like, you can have the best paying job, but if you hate it, you are going to be the most depressed person ever too. So money doesn't run it. I'm happy being broke and filming The Red Huntress because I love it. I enjoy the culture. I like to surround myself with other people who think alike, with other talents. So when you are also out there and you're getting bullied and you're getting walked on and you're doing this and all that, just ignore it. Actually, take the criticism, negative or positive, because you can always find a positive and a negative.
Yep.
Find that and take it and use it to your advantage. Because at the end of the day, these people will never do the same thing. People will never do the same thing as what you're doing, or they won't even attempt to do it. So think of it that way too.
Well, it's easier to knock things down than like create something. You know, it's easier to be critical of, you know, and it's hard because in independent films oftentimes are, you know, ultra, it depends obviously what level, but ultra low budget, and it's like you may not have the same product. Well, it's almost guaranteed you're not gonna have the same product as some Hollywood production because there's a lot of stuff, but it's like there are people that just are haters that just want to, and it's like they're not necessarily out there doing the filming or the acting in it or what have you. They're just like, ah, ha, ha, ha. And it's like you just got to disregard people like
Absolutely.
that.
And I love the meme that shows like the tip of the glacier sticking out of the water, and it's like this is the success, and then when you look under the water,
Yep.
there's like
Yep.
18 million times more, and that's like this was the work to get there. And
Yep.
people just see that little bit sticking out of the water and want to hate on it, but they're not willing to do the hard work. And they don't see what goes into it. So it's like, oh yeah, you do it. If you can do it so much better, let me see. You know, and they never will.
There's always people who are just going to jump on the train when it's already in motion and going, than starting it from when it was just a caboose. You know,
right? And
so
you gotta get
right.
Come on, guys. You know, as someone who works on the train, I can tell you.
Oh, hey! There, it comes all together. Yes.
As someone who works on the train,
I see what you. Oh my god. That was a good reference.
Yes.
Good call.
Mortimer. Okay.
Mortimer.
Just yell at me later. Yes, money can kill creativity. Frankie James, great show, everyone. Huge fans. Hello, Sydney. And then Zamir, you should do it because you love it, and if you get paid right on. But more me, it's for the experience and the opportunities. Yep, 100% said hit the nail on the head. And speaking about sharing opportunities for everyone, off the top of my head, this is the moment now that I am going to start at every episode that we do at the end. I'm going to make shout outs to some upcoming independent films that I know off the top of my head. So I'll start off with Mike Davis's Ashes to Ashes and Veil of Silence. Check him out. That's really cool. I think they're filming in the UK. Amber will tell you more about that one. I don't know how much you can say, but I just saw it. That's out there. So shout out to you, Mike Davis. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'm excited to see those two movies. Right? They're movies, right?
Yes.
So movies. Who else did I see? I saw Looney Dingo. Is that? Yes.
Metal Earth.
Metal Earth. So shout out to you, Looney. Wow, I'm used to saying last names, but
I cannot wait to see my character.
Shout out to you, Looney. I'm excited to see that. I've seen some of the animation to it, and it looks really cool. And then the other one off the top of my head that I know is Phil Herman. I know he's doing A Soldier's Descent. I think that's how I said it correctly. If I'm wrong, please slap me. Internet slap is like so if anyone has any films they want to drop in the comments real quick, go ahead and do that so I can make a shout out for you, and even drop in your link in there too so people can check it out. Go ahead and put it in there. Lillian, do you know any films? Mortimer, because he's in here. He's like,
put Bloody Bones in the comments.
There you go. Put it in there. Lillian, any films? You know, are you working on any films? Oh, The Clown Dies Harder at Midnight.
Yes.
That I know. All
this that
stuff.
One and Director's Demise. Yeah, you're good. You got them all. Yeah. Director's Demise, which I think that's. What's that?
I said I pay attention to all the. I don't leave anyone.
Yeah, no.
I support everybody. So, Director's Demise.
Yes. Director's Demise,
okay,
which I think I always get confused. I think that one's the one that's part of the wraparound, the Phil Herman wraparound. I think. Like there's so many films that he does that they're like short films that are in like an anthology. I think that's part of it.
Okay.
The one that you mentioned, but yeah, The Clown Dies at Midnight too. They're gearing up for that one.
No,
so
not.
That's some fun projects.
All right, SYDNEE, anything you got?
Yeah.
Well, Mortimer already put Curse of the Ghostwriter in there, which I'm super excited about. I have a part in that. Killer Cox, I'm not in, but I have friends that are, and that's going to be hilarious. Yeah, Curse of the Ghostwriter by Johnny Logan Harley is coming out. Legend of Bloody Bones is Mortimer's baby, and I get to play his mom.
Oh.
In that. There was an indie film called Dave and Larry that I was in that was just in a film festival in Philly this past weekend. I have not yet seen it, but I am very excited for that. And the other one is Trauma's Power of Positive Murder. I hope I'm not on the cutting room floor in that one, but that should be coming out soon. And hopefully you'll get to see me getting blasted by machine gun fire and bloody. And so that was awesome.
All right, Amber, what do you have cooking?
Oh boy. Let me count the ways. All right. So this.
Red
Huntress.
yeah.
Barbie.
Okay.
Lord. Aversion, which is post-production right now.
Okay.
Samir was in that.
I got your hat for that, Samir, by the way. It's in my garage.
Oh Lord. Ashes to Ashes, Veil of Silence. Veil of Silence will be in the UK. Ashes to Ashes will actually be out here with me in Buffalo. So yay.
Yay.
And then, oh my goodness, First State of Fear. That's going to be in Delaware. That's going to be fun. It's an
I know those guys.
Oh, they're so sweet. Love them all. Oh, Lord. I don't know if I can remember.
There's a lot. Trust me. I try keeping up with everybody's stuff.
Oh, man.
It's just hard, but it's like I pay attention. I always like paying attention because I want to support everybody as much as I can. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about the money. I don't look at that. I don't care about this. Tell me what you're doing, and I will try my best to fund it, like give you some money for it. But I will definitely share it, and that's what the number one thing is. I'll share it, and I'll tell people this is what's up because that's what we do. That's what we got to do when we're all in this together. We're no bigger than each other, and like I said, it's that's how it works, you know. So. I mean, trust me, I have people talking shit about the Red Hunters all the time to me, and they're like, "Oh, it's." Oh, I literally sit there and I laugh. They're like, you know, "Oh, well, I don't know why you're still doing the Red Huntress. It's stupid." It's like I said, okay, thanks for your advice. Bye, you know. And
okay, Schmigel.
Yeah, like and I take a lot of things to heart. I take a lot of things personal because I try helping people, and I always tell my cast. I always said, if you guys need something, just call me. Like, I mean. I'm not just a director. I'm also a person. If you need someone to talk to, I am there too. Because, the relationship, the bond has to be there. Because if you can't, there's one thing about getting a working environment in there and knowing the difference between work and friends. But also at the same time, if you can find that happy medium of working and friendship, I'm telling you, like, that bond is much better. And when it's amazing. And that's how. When people come to the set, I always try keeping it that way, where it's like, all right, guys, like we got work to do, but it doesn't mean afterwards we can get something to drink because I am going crazy over this new Japanese beer called soju. I am telling you, that's the
my
shit.
daughter's shit, man.
God, it's amazing. I love it. Oh. The ginger beer mixed into it. I had one sip of it and I went crazy over it. I went crazy for Cocoa Puffs or whatever it's called back in the
Cocoa Puffs.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
And you never know, like when we went out after filming, we got to see a Nickelback tribute band. I didn't even know there was such a thing. But now I can say.
That's what I said. We were sitting there, we were like drinking, we're like, Risen Gate won't open up for me. And I'm just like, whoa.
No. My whole thing with this was the name of the band I don't even remember. It had nothing to do with Nickelback. And I'm like, usually a tribute band has a name after the band or they look like them. These guys, nope to both.
Just chill old dudes playing.
It was a bunch of old dudes up there that were so cute, bunch of pop-pops singing Nickelback. And he's like, you know what I like? I like your pants around your feet. I about pee my pants. I'm like, oh my God. Hilarious.
I love Nickelback.
I do too. I love them. I don't care. I love Nickelback.
Nickelback, I love. Well, Creed, I'm okay with. I'm okay with Creed.
I used to dance to both.
Really? I wait. Okay, hold on. The Creed. I get Nick.
Yeah.
You danced to Creed.
My Own Prison with my little fangs in. I had custom made fangs. That was one of my yeah.
The Creed?
Yeah.
I can't see that with Creed.
I danced to the freaking theme song to Fat Albert once. I have danced to everything. I can make the alphabet song sexy. It's all in your mindset. Rubber ducky. I'm up there. Whatever.
Oh my God. Now I can see if you're playing like 30 seconds. I forgot the band. Don't tell me. 30 seconds. I seen them in concert. It was great.
It's a
What?
plant.
30 seconds, like
What's
bury
that?
me.
30 Seconds to Mars? Is that what you're
30
talking about?
seconds apart. They did bury me.
Yeah.
And,
So I used to dance to The Kill all the time. The Kill and Numb
Kill
was
was
my
good.
first
Yeah,
set.
Kill was
Numb from
good.
Linkin Park. And the first time the DJ played it for me, I thought he was saying "Marry me, marry." And then when I found out it was "Bury Me," I'm like, "Oh, that changes the entire vibe of this song."
Okay,
Like,
so I always thought it was
love Jared
I
Leto.
always thought it was "Marry Me."
It's
Not
"Bury Me."
I didn't know it was "Bury Me." And
Yep.
oh my gosh, my favorite band of all, and I can't even get into there. Wow, Famous Last Words.
My Chemical Romance. I will be seeing them
MCR.
again in August.
Wait, they're
Cannot wait.
performing?
For the third time, I will see them in August.
I
Yep.
thought they disbanded it.
They did. They came back in like 2019, and then my daughter and I had tickets to see them in 2020, COVID. So we wound up seeing them twice in 2022 or 2023. They came back, and now we're going to see them again in August. So freaking good live.
Wow.
So good. Jared Leto dressed up like a flight attendant. Love his legs. Like,
he's like,
love that man.
Great leg. Great.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go run through these comments real quick because we are coming to the end of our podcast. Candy says Nickelback fans unite. Yes. I can see Godsmack Voodoo.
Dance to that too. Yes, love that song.
I think all the Nickelback fans are on this podcast already united. I love
Nickelback.
So
Severian, thanks for hopping on.
Yes. Yeah, So Severian, that's his first.
One of my besties. Yep.
Yes, welcome to the podcast. And then Candy, same. Yeah. So, yeah, and then I get into country music. You know what country song I just got into? Fast Car, not Luke Combs version. The original version.
Well, Tracy Chapman released that in the 90s, and she's freaking amazing.
I never heard. At first, I heard this song. I'm like, this song sounds familiar. And someone's like, oh, no, that's the original. Luke Combs did like the remix.
Luke Combs covered it, yeah.
And I was just like, wow, like this is really. I love Tracy. I started listening to more of Tracy Chapman. I'm like, this is good.
Yeah, I love "Give Me One Reason." That's like a fantastic song.
They have so many good songs I listen to. Like, and then there's the old school Hannah Montana stuff. Best of both worlds. Trust me, I was a
best of both worlds.
Feel it, I'll take it slow. Then you rock out the show. I'm sorry.
It's the climb.
I'm a big Disney. I grew up Disney fan like crazy. I mean,
the sick part is the stuff that you liked is the stuff my kids watched, and it just reminds me how old I am. I'm like, no, I don't. You're like, yeah, when I was a kid and putting it on YouTube, I'm like, when I was a kid, we had no YouTube. Like, we had VHS. Like, what are you talking about?
I remember having the biggest crush on Hilary Duff. Like, I loved Hilary Duff. Like, and her music is amazing. And yes, when I was in high school, I would have my little iPod Nano with me, and I had it on in there with Hannah Montana on there, and I would secretly be lifting weights in there. And you know what? Sometimes I listen to Hannah Montana, and it pops up on my playlist, and I'm just like, oh, okay, some Hannah Montana. We can do this. Okay, I can rock with this. Backstreet Boys, my favorite. Love the Backstreet Boys.
Tell me why.
There was a show that did that made fun of that. He's like, now which one murdered your who? Your sister? He's like, he was singing this. He's like, I met them backstage, and I had a picture with them, and I'm telling you, I totally fanned out about it because that was the best day. It was off duty. I was doing security for their concert downtown, and I just clocked off work, and I walked, and the one guy was like, hey, you come over here. It was Aaron, or not Aaron. Nick? Aaron. Nick, blonde hair. Nick Carter, yeah. So he came over and he was like, hey, come over here. And he was like, you did a great job. And it was their after party. And I was just like, well, I'm off the clock, so I can ask for a picture. So he's like, yeah, not a problem. I got this picture. And I was like, okay, yeah, this is staying in my favorites forever. And I got a picture with all of them. And it was like the best. I should have brought my shirt, like we're in the back of the alley singing the Backstreet right now. So.
Jeez.
All right,
Uh,
everyone. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. No, who?
Oh no, I was saying Amber was saying about NSYNC too, which like
NSYNC.
when they were popular, I didn't really listen to them. Now I love them, but like when they came out, but I'm constantly posting the meme every April about it's gonna be May. Like I post it.
Got it.
So,
Bye,
I love that. That's so cute.
Okay. Was New Kids on the Block the first boy band before NSYNC? Okay, because I know.
Well, what about Menudo? I kind of think Menudo was out first.
Okay. Because I know it was. I actually never heard of New Kids on the Block till like 2 weeks ago. When
Shut
I heard,
the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Me?
Till I heard. Till I hold on. Like. I do sometimes, Amber. Good morning, Krusty. Don't get into SpongeBob now.
I was gonna say, don't get us started on SpongeBob.
Don't get us started. Me.
Okay. I will be right back because you're talking about. I'm gonna show you my youth in one thing. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. So yeah. So when I heard Step by Step, I got really addicted to it.
Step.
Ooh, baby. Gotta get to you, girl.
Okay. So again, I was not into boy bands. This is my youth right here. See, I have my Guns N' Roses pillow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I have Motley Crue, and I have Rat, and I have Ozzy, and Skid Row. I have Dangerous Toys. I have like all of my hair bands.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
On one pillow.
That's
but
awesome.
now I can appreciate the boy band thing now. But back then I would not have been caught dead with the New Kids on the Block anything.
Well, boy bands they came out what in the 90s, like
early. Well, no, Menudo was 80s.
80s, okay, 80s, like late 80s.
And so is New Edition. They would be considered boy bands.
Okay. Because I know I wasn't out for that.
You're my world. Like New Edition.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's some cool music. Like, I don't know. I like music. Maybe that's a conversation for next time. Like, take me back to the old days.
I can take you back to the 80s.
Where the music actually made, like, if you were depressed, you sat and listened to it, and you ate ice cream. Remember that? Like, oh, okay, never mind. That was a me thing. Sorry about that.
It was
now that's there. Whatever. Listen,
we have to have that discussion because my head is just a random access jukebox, and I break out in songs all day long.
I think that should be our next podcast. What do you think?
You need to come to our karaoke party.
I am going to come to your karaoke party, and I will be singing some good songs. Okay, I love Celine Dion.
Yeah.
Put me on that track. Yeah, I'll do some music. Yeah. That's all right. I'm pretty good. I'm okay. I'm not the best. You know, I'll do oh my gosh, Rick Astley or Ashley. Yeah,
Rick Astley. Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna let
Gonna Rick roll everybody.
Yeah, Rick roll everybody. But maybe that's our next podcast. No, next week's podcast is game night. So that's gonna be fun. So we'll do a game night for everyone.
Yeah, see, Candy says that you should come to karaoke. She's gonna be there too.
Okay, so all right, so should we just go live next time when we get your house?
Yes, I literally was thinking
go live
that.
And that's our podcast. It's like karaoke night. Let's go. Like
yes, I actually.
I'll bring my rock band guitar.
There you go.
So, but all right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in this evening. It was a fun night. Thank you, Lillian, SYDNEE, Amber. Thank you all for tuning in. Well, not tuning in, but being on it. There's a big difference. SYDNEE, you're doing your podcast this week, right?
Yes.
Go ahead. Tell people. Get it out there.
Thank you. Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. It is Learning Go-Go, the podcast. It's kind of like Spaceballs, the toilet paper.
Oh, God.
But we just get together. We just chit chat. We have a great time. So if you are around 9 p.m. Eastern, it is on my Learning Go-Go Facebook page and my Learning Go-Go, the podcast YouTube channel. Hop in the comments.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Anyone have any things they have, any podcasts coming up? Amber, I know you do one on Fridays sometimes, right? Go ahead, throw it out there.
I'm taking a break from it because I've got back-to-back filming.
Okay.
So once I'm done filming, I'll do it again and I'll have you guys on.
There you go. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Ace, can you stop scratching back there, buddy?
Nope. That's what Ace does.
That's what Ace does. So So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. It was a great night. It was fun. It was a little bit shorter, but I got to get ready for filming this weekend and getting all that stuff. So we got a lot of fun stuff coming up for the Red Huntress. Next Monday, I think we'll do some game nights. We'll do some nostalgia game night with Wheel of Fortune. I'm gonna get that. So I will be reaching out to some of the cast members who would like to be a part of it, and we'll be playing a nice game of either Wheel of Fortune or Hangman. I don't know, one of the two. But I think that would be pretty.
They're really
cool.
the same thing, honestly.
I think it is. But yeah. Can I buy a vowel? Sure. Give me a T. That is not a vowel.
You know why they can't play Wheel of Fortune in Canada, right?
Why?
Because it's like, give me a T, eh? You want a
Oh
T
my
or an A?
Yeah.
Sounds like a South Park- It's like a South Park episode. I love South Park. So yeah, so next week, everybody tune in. Our goal is to get halfway. Let's at least get to that 2,000 mark, everyone. 2,000 mark. We got awesome perks. We can do it. We got 19 days left. Let's get there. We can do it. And if we get 2,000, I will put out a concept of the monster of Amber, and we'll do a short concept video for it, so everyone can see what her character will bring to the Red Huntress. So that's going to be awesome and fun. And SYDNEE will get some new perks for SYDNEE too. And we're just going to work around and get all this cool stuff. And Lillian's as always. I'm like, Lillian, I need a perk for you. She's like, sure, no problem. Just go ahead and put whatever.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. So
You get gel nail polish.
Just say first.
gel nail polish.
Yeah. No, just put it blank. Like let people's imagination.
Just like
run
when you
wild.
She'll
donate
sing
this
a song to you, karaoke. Like
There you
maybe
go.
could
She'll
do like
She'll sing a song to you. What song are they going to sing to you? What song are you going to sing to them if they donate money to you? Don't you want me, baby?
The Cranberries.
Oh, that's a great one.
That's one of my good. That's one of my go-to karaoke ones, and then Roadhouse Blues.
Wow.
So
I think my top karaoke song that I like to do is "Walking in Memphis" by Mark Kahn.
I love that
really
song.
love that song. It's a good one. And I think it's Blue Star. I forgot they did "My Front Porch Looking In." I think that's I forgot what it's Lone Star. That's what it's called. Lone Star, the band Lone Star. So they have some cool covers and some other stuff. So
do you know how long it took me to get the line in
wait, what happened?
Oh, you froze. We're all on the edge of our seat.
Everyone freeze too. Freeze moment. We'll wait till she like unfreezes so she'll freak out. Oh, no, I can't hold it that long. I can't hold it that long. She's just froze. Hey, hello. SYDNEE, are you there? Hold on, everyone. Let's see if this works. I guess not. No, she's stuck. She's stuck in space right now. All right. Well, SYDNEE's frozen. Hang on. Let me. Yeah, no, she's still frozen. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna. Oh, she left. Wait, hold on. She'll come back in again. Yeah, I just want her to say her final word before we close it.
I know. I'm still like
So if anyone else wants to say their final words for the night, go ahead and drop it out there. So it's gonna be fun. Oh, hold on. Oh no, that's Mac. I'm sorry, not SYDNEE. Okay, I don't know if she's coming back. Lillian, do you have any final words while we wait for?
She went into another dimension. Well, my final word is I got some.
Hey! Oh, also while waiting, hold on. I gotta show you guys something cool. Hang on, check this out. Actually, oh shit!
Over there breaking shit.
I know, right? Let me put my... Okay, I can put that up. There you go. You guys like my new director hat that I sewed myself? It's awesome.
I love it.
So I've been learning I used to do spray paint art and now I'm back at it again, but I'm using airbrushes this time. So I've been doing some kick-ass airbrush art and I am loving it.
Beautiful.
So, yes,
Oh, that's
I
cool.
think this is one of my favorites. I call
Very
the Evil
good.
Four, so it's pretty cool. We got Jason, Michael, Freddy, and Leatherface. So I think that's pretty cool. Hang on, who's in the comments about this?
SYDNEE says her internet
Correct.
sucks.
Internet sucks. Okay, well, SYDNEE, well, go ahead and type your final words if you like on there. Your last words. For while we do that, I don't mean final words. I mean like your end of the podcast statement. Also, this is my favorite one because I'm a big anime nerd. Samurai Jack, I love it. So well,
Hell yeah.
it's pretty cool. Came out decent. It was all right. Trust me, I think they look like garbage, but people are like, they don't.
No, they look awesome.
And my
Wow,
first
amazing.
Michael Myers. So I mean, that's whatever. So I think it's whatever. For me, I think it's whatever. Other people think it's cool. So, all right, everyone. Well, SYDNEE's internet sucks, but that's okay because
She's awesome.
she's awesome. Exactly, she's awesome. So we will call it a night because it's getting late and over our time. But next week, everyone, we'll be doing game night. So tune in, save some of your paycheck from Friday's paycheck, and bring it on to game night. And we'll do a disgusting shot again like we did last time. Amber doesn't know what game night is, but she'll know what it is. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna like it.
I'm excited.
So it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a fun night. And we're just gonna go out here and do Indiegogo stuff and get the fundraiser going and play some nostalgia, Wheel of Fortune, or Hangman. One of the two. Worst comes to worst, Jeopardy. So tune in next week, 7 p.m. We'll start 7 p.m. Central Time for next week. So tune in for that, everyone, and we'll see everyone there. And like I said, if we hit our halfway point, we'll show you a proof of concept on Monday. If you can get that before Monday, I will show the proof of concept on here on Monday for Amber's stuff. And trust me, you won't want to miss this one. So, all right, everyone, have a good night. Enjoy everything and take it easy. And if someone wants to call you out on their work, just tell them fuck off. Tell them fuck off, and you do you. There you go. What did you say? What did you say?
Chuck it in the fucking bucket and move on.
There you go. Chuck it in the fucking bucket and solo amigo. Yeah. Adios amigo. I'm sorry. Say that correctly. So, all right, everyone. Have a good night. We'll see everyone next week.